Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. Howie Kendrick looks to gain ground in the race for a National League batting crown. Next. Michael Pineda starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Here's Howie Kendrick. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
And he's got a chance to collect some serious hardware, individually and team-wise. If everything goes according to plan and he finishes strong, this team's going to play in October. And once you get to October, anything can happen.
Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Fouled off. Now the 2-1. And you can already tell he's got his sights set on a batting title with a batting average of over 400 in his last 10 games here in September.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist.
Hops this one up. Jerko moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 7, George Springer.
Ready now for the Marlins, George Springer. And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Though he's been stellar overall, his batting numbers over the last 10 games are closer to the league average.
He's finding a way to still mix in a knock over the last 10 games and keep himself above water in this batting title race. But he certainly doesn't look as comfortable as he did the previous couple months.
And his average has been hovering close to 300 in recent games. But for a guy who's competing for a batting title, he'll want to pick up the pace even more.
He knows it. He knows he has to pick up the pace a little bit. This isn't going to get it done. The last 10 games, although he's finding ways to help his team and get on base, if he's got any chance of winning this batting crown, he's going to have to elevate his batting average just a little bit more.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And the count will be full. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll check in here at 277. 28 home runs and 83 runs batted in. The 1-0 home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Miami down in order. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game. James Paxton gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Victor Robles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Victor Robles.
Here's the pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And though he's turned in some fantastic numbers this year, he's really hit a bump over his last 10 games. Not a great time for him to lose his touch at the plate.
And this is the last time you want to go into a little mini slump right here. Dog days, you want to finish strong. There's only a handful of games left. You're fighting for a batting title. He has to find a way to maybe take 2 steps back, maybe give away an at-bat to calibrate that fastball again.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Batting second, not shortstop, number 8.
And now for Washington, number 8. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch to him. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
1-1 to count. A ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Now here it comes. Lifted into the air out towards center field. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. Settling in now, Juan Soto. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1, a fastball high. 2-1 now. That finds the zone, a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
He's through first and hustling for second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Soto stands at second with 2 gone. And it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. This is line to left. And And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Up next for Miami, David Peralta. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Taylor is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First offering on its way. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Trevor Story steps in now. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
1 strike.
All even now, 2-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in now for the Nats, Starlin Castro. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. The pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Throw into second. And he's safe. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Here's Jed Jerko now. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Paxton.
Also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Count is 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this pitch is popped straight up, right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Rowdy Reed.
Standing in, Rowdy Reed. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Michael Taylor. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
0-2. Here it is.
That's a ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Still 1-2. Kendrick trying to get there, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. In now is Yasiel Puig. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the Marlins had their first hit of the game.
Batting 8th, the catcher, William Astudillo.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Runner back safely. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. That'll bring in Williams Astudillo. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Now the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Nobody out, runner on first. And it's fouled away. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. On he pops it up. Number 8 ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So a runner on second with one down now. And the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Comes set, the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
George Springer the next to hit, and he takes ball 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Two balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder. Now the 2-0 home. Outside and low, 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-0. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. Number 25 for him on the year as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Two home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
The third baseman.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. To the left side, but it's well foul. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Ripped on the ground to first. There is Jerko, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's 3-0 Miami.
The Nationals are due to hit in the third, and they're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had its trouble doing so all season long. One major factor in their struggles has been the strikeout. Entering the day, they have more strikeouts than any other team in the league, leading a member of the coaching staff to tell me, without a doubt, it's something we have to rectify. Strikeouts happen, but sometimes it feels like we're losing focus and just flailing up there, and that can't happen. That's something for us to keep an eye on with this club, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The third baseman, Ryan.
Now here's the pitch. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. And that misses. 1-1. Now here it comes. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. And with 1 gone for him in the inning, let's check out where these guys sit in the standings. And as you can see, they've got themselves a slim 2.5 game lead in the division. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning, so he won't be nibbling.
The windup and the 0-1. Weakly hit to third. Arenado has to hurry. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, number 8. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This pitch is popped up. Kendrick has a play, and that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami. David Peralta hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Change up taken, but it clips the inside corner for a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Robles is back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping into the box, Trevor Story. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
That first AB, he went down on strikes.
3 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Two on here with 1 man out. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lined but speared on a hop. Zips it to Castro for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-0 on the way. Little chopper down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. And the pitch. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Here's C.J. Cron now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. 2 balls and a strike to C.J. Cron.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1. Fastball right back to the mound. There's one on to first, and they get them both.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Ready now, Starlin Castro. A base hit in his first trip. Paxton's ready. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Two out, nobody on. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Hit on the ground to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Here's Jed Jerko now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He popped out in his first trip. Ready with the 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. The Marlins on top, 3-0. Now to the plate, Williams Astudillo. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Williams Astudillo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. The pitch.
Ball that low.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Full count now, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Slider swung on and grounded toward short. He's right there. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And there's out number 2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Howie Kendrick. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. And hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Miami down in order. They lead it 3-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wachnier.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Thank you, Heidi. So digging in now, Brody Reed. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And now a pitch on the way. Hit hard back up the middle, and this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Stepping in, Michael Taylor looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch on its way. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
2-0.
Swing and a miss, 2-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Struck him out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Story picks it up over to VR. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing for Washington. They trail it here 3-0. Joe Ross will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 41, Joe Ross.
Here's George Springer, lifetime against Joe Ross. He's just 1 for 6.
George Springer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. Line drive to left. Soto has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Into the box now, Nolan Arenado. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. The pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Stepping in now, David Peralta. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
So now to the plate, Marcell Ozuna. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Ozuna swings, and it's hit well to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
From the stretch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Good curveball there. Clipped the outside black for a called strike.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Outside in a full count, 3-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
3-2 with the bases loaded. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And the throw's going to hold that second runner over at third, so they'll just plate the one here.
The catcher, Williams.
Into the box, Williams Astudillo. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First pitch on its way. In there, strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
The 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Marlins lead this one 5-0. Victor Robles digging in now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Peralta. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Well, he had to track that one for a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
Ready for another shot now. Number 8. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he takes strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Juan Soto to the plate now. And that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
The 1-1 home. Grounded to second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. Miami's out in front, 5-0. Austin Voth is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 50, Austin.
New inning set to get underway, and the switch hitter Jonathan Villar will be the next to bat.
Jonathan Villar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball. The 2-0. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Now the 2-1. Turned on down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
At the plate now, Howie Kendrick. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Taylor will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. At the plate, George Springer. He homered back in the third inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Runner at first here, one man out. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1. There goes the runner. Strike taken, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Hit hard. Foul. Runner at second here with one man out. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Nolan Arenado, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Oh, 0-1, here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
To 1-2 now. 2 out here and a runner at second. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Count remains full. Popped him up. Castro waits on it. And that's the third out. Marlins leave one as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Taken, but called a strike.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
0-2 count, and the pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Cron is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Digging in now, Starlin Castro. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now the pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to...
Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nationals gone in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Hunter Strickland is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Hunter Strickland.
Ready to begin the 8th, and up next the outfielder David Peralta.
David Peralta.
Now the pitch.
0-1.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
In now, Marcell Ozuna, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Now that Trevor Story.
At the plate, Trevor Story. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen here again. At least not intentionally, not with a lead like this.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And that one misses badly. It's ball two. One out and a runner on second base. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. Three and one, here it is. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Fouled away. The payoff pitch one more time. Hit in the air to shallow center. Castro ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig. Singled homer run in his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. And that retires the side. One left for Miami, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Striding into the box, Brody Reed. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
The center fielder, number 3, Michael A. Taylor.
Standing in now, Michael Taylor. The swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. And Kendrick will make the play on it for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in, Ryan Zimmerman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 and 2.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
At the plate, Victor Robles. Guess he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line to the right side. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And the throw in gets away from him. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third. So problems out there in right field, as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Stepping in now, number 8, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Next pitch coming up here will make it an even 100 for the ball game. Fouled off.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Paxton comes set. 1-2 on its way. And another foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. On the ground to the right side. Oh, look at Kendrick. Wow. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. James Bourque enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Yay. 4.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and next to hit is the catcher, William Astudillo. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball. Count 1-0.
That's wide, 2-0. Now the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And that's finally over for a strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
To the plate now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runners off for second. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
So now to the plate, Howie Kendrick, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Fly ball out toward left center field. Chasing after it is Taylor. He gets there, and that's the second out. So stepping in, George Springer. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. He's set, and the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. A ball and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Marlins leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Here now is Juan Soto. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's still looking really solid here in the 9th, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me, it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 1-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Villar ranging into the outfield, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave after 8 strong innings, as he couldn't quite make it a complete game, but he's in line for the victory nonetheless. David Robertson, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
David Robertson.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and he gets ahead 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
A runner at second, nobody out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Ready for another chance? Starlin Castro. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
1-0 the count. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
The 2-2 popped him up. VR calls for it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Jed Jerko, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Robertson pauses. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Made him look silly with that one.
Last strike now for the Nats. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that's win number 90 on the season for them so far, and they've been a force on the field all year long. And by the looks of it, they're not done yet.
5-0 the final score today. Miami with their 90th win, best in the division. James Paxton hangs win number 11 on his line. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is James Paxton. His record is now 11-5. The loss goes to Michael Pineda. He falls to 10-12. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.